Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to CEDA and welcome to Banyan class. Welcome to Mrs. Ellis.
Hello.
Welcome to Mrs. Clark.
Hello.
And Mrs. Parry.
Hi there.
And this is the second instalment of Highfield Year 5-6 Friday Feedback Show. So kicking off with Banyan. What have we got this week? Well, everybody, take a look at this. This is 3 days worth of work. In the top corner, we've got a plan, bullet points. In the middle section, we've got a draft and the little arrows with some suggestions. It's my feedback. And then in the bottom corner is the final draft of the introduction for a piece of work. And this has been devised by Alex. And you can see what I really love about this is there's some serious interaction here with me, my feedback, and some really great improvements. So following the writing process here, I can't ask for more. What a great example of somebody who's writing, drafting, redrafting independently. Fab, Alex.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
It's great. Absolutely brilliant. Somebody who's 10 and 11 can do that. And this, look at this.
Wow.
So this is Aras. I call Aras a professor because let's face it, he should be teaching science in my class, not me. So we've studied a brand new unit, a 3-week unit on explanations and how the heart works and circulatory system. And basically I came up with a set of instructions on how to draw an anatomical diagram of the heart. Following those instructions, this is what Aras came up with. My oh my, absolutely fantastic. So he lives up to his name, the professor. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And then finally, a little bit of fun. These are Bitmojis. So either a cartoon Bitmoji or if you can download the app on Banyan's blog page. So if you fancy having a look, CEDA class and anybody else on Banyan's blog page on Dunkirk's primary website, here are some of the Bitmojis. And what I like about these, particularly the one in the bottom corner and in the center, I like the kind of message that's coming through. That you have to look after yourself and be clean and be sensible and sanitize and wear your mask if you feel you need to. I love it. And then the other 2, 3 examples, just really cool use of ICT, Matines in the top right. And then, of course, we've got an actual Bitmoji at the bottom there by Sienna. So we've got Sophia, Mohammed, Amar, Matine and Sienna. I love them. Fab.
Brilliant.
Yay! And moving on.
Well done, Banyan. So moving on to CEDA. To start with, I've got to celebrate this piece of English work. This is by Hazem, and I was just so impressed. He sent me this plan to start with, and I thought, oh, that looks like a really good plan, and it's not too detailed, it's just notes. I like the way he used sentences for the reorientation paragraph to give him some ideas. And then I received his final newspaper article. And I'm just really impressed with it. I like the way he's used all the features of the newspaper we've learned about. And I can see some good Year 5 grammatically correct sentences in there as well.
Lovely vocab too.
Yeah, and he has used the past tense and then moved to the present tense for the reorientation, which is quite tricky. So I was really impressed. Wow. And I did say to CEDA, I was looking at presentation as well this week. And that is really well presented.
You can tell.
He's
up to his game. How wonderful. Really? You should be very proud.
Absolutely. Moving on, we've got some theme work. So we've got Lewis's theme work here. So they had to think what the army might have looked like at Woollerton Hall. So he has drawn a army tent when they were at Woollerton Hall. Yeah. And then this was, they had 2 stories of sort of diary entries from paratroopers, and I have to say this girl in my class has produced a wonderful sorry, my brain's gone blank, storyboard of the arrival of the paratroopers in Woollerton Park, including
I love the top right one. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Ellis. Didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry, that was you. The top right, the queue of backpacks, the paratroopers with backpacks on. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really well done. Really pleased with that. And I know this girl will know who she is, and I hope she watches this and celebrates it with her family because it's brilliant. Oh. Okay, and finally, I have to celebrate Fatan because Fatan sends me work for everything I set for her.
Yeah.
And it's all well presented. She's taken a lot of time with it. She's written all her Spanish out, even though that wasn't necessarily a requirement. I think I can see she's getting some enjoyment out of working through the work, and I'm just really impressed with everything she produces. She puts effort into everything, and it's presented just like it is at school. So well done, Fatan. That's fantastic. Okay, and we're moving on to Mrs. Parry's English group.
Oh, let's see who we've got. Right, first up is Noor. This is actually from last week or the week before, I don't know, but I wanted to include it. Noor's been working exceptionally hard. Always lovely to see her work. And this is from a piece of comprehension work that we did around wolves. And I just thought it was beautifully presented, and it was that same point of the standard that we expect in school being seen at home as well. So well done, Noor. Keep up your great work. Moving on. This pupil wrote a lovely poem, and I just wanted to share it. It was written after a piece of work that we did on grammar, and we were looking at prepositions. So I sent out a poem called My Game that had loads and loads of prepositions in it. It was about Dad trying to find the daughter in the game, and she was hiding under things, she was in things, she was behind things. And I said, why don't you try and write a poem yourself on a similar theme? And this child came back with this. She followed on the theme, and it's called My Game. I have a sneaky game I play when Daddy calls to me. I say goodbye, and when he says, come on, I say never mind. When he goes down to work, I look outside and play a little tune that keeps me warm inside. When Father's back, he reads me a book. Once upon a time, oh wait, that's Captain Hook. When he had done, I cuddled up somewhere I could stay to sleep. When dark came, Father fell asleep, so did I. And she took on that theme and the idea, not particularly about prepositions, but I thought it was beautiful. So well done.
That's really good.
Lovely.
Gives you warmth.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Lovely poetic style. I just loved it. This was a response to the same piece of work, and I thought it was absolutely lovely how two pupils have taken the same idea and done it in a totally different way. This is a piece of work by Davidson, who's really upped his game recently. He's like a horse that started a bit late in the game, and he's really going for it now, which is fantastic. And I just want to celebrate his contribution to this particular piece of work. He wrote his own poem after the preposition work that we did, and he decided to do it about flying, which I thought was lovely. I like to fly, I like to fly, love the repetition there. I can fly above trees, I can fly through tunnels, I love to fly with birds, I can fly across rivers, but I don't like flying during winter. I love to fly in the summertime, and I love to fly among groups. I can fly over houses, but I don't fly at home. I love to fly under bridges. I love to fly everywhere. I love flying in the sky. I can also fly around things. I don't like to talk about flying. Sometimes I prefer to see things, stones, trees, and sticks. When I fly, I love to hide behind things, and between things, I fly, I fly. Isn't that great?
Great.
So well done, Davidson. Keep up the good work at home. Great effort.
Fab.
Okay, so if we have a look at what we've been doing this last week. So we've been continuing doing lots of reading this week, and still reading Billy and the Minpins by Roald Dahl, and also been looking at some non-fiction texts about forests and woodlands, because that's where our story's set. So we've done a couple of storyboards here. This is Abdullah's work and Wajia's work, and I've chosen both of these. One, it's great to see some work coming in. We had lots and lots of work from Abdullah yesterday, so thanks for that. Keep sending it in. I've chosen Wajia's because she got some really lovely language in a storyboard. Some of the phrases that she'd used were things like Billy was gazing outside, He ran with the speed of an arrow, and the giant trees were slowly surrounding him. I thought that was lovely in her storyboard.
Nice.
And here's some more work from Wajir as well. She's done lots of comprehension work, and this is particularly lovely. Lots of full sentences that she's written her answers in, and beautiful and neat. And then there's some dialogue work that we did as well.
I like her drawings. They're beautiful. They've got a real style to them.
Beautiful presentation there.
That's lovely.
And then this is, I just wanted to celebrate this as well. So this is one of the programs that the children are using at home as well. This is Nessie Reading and Spelling, and this works with phonics and spelling and with high frequency words and reading as well. So this is Carla, so I can actually log on to this and look at the progress that the children are making and how much they've been learning online. I don't know if you can see that on there, but she's done 774 minutes of learning online.
Wow.
To do with phonics and a reading comprehension and her high frequency words. So that's great that she's been doing that, and I can keep a look at that as well. And the other one is Abdullah's as well. He's been working on Nessie as well. So I just wanted to celebrate that as well, because I can see that, and just wanted to let you know about that too. So well done, keep it up.
Well,
That's just wonderful.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah, very successful few weeks. Again, we should be very
I'm
proud.
working so hard. It's
They
lovely
are.
to see, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
So that's it for our feedback session. I guess all we need to say now is keep up the excellent work, keep in touch, keep submitting photographs.
keep your work in.
Yeah, send it
Everything.
in.
We want to see it. We want to see
Keep
it. And,
sending it in. We love it when we get your work. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. And keep looking at the website so you might see your work displayed as well. So that's it, ladies. Thanks, team.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.